installing the Govee Smart Plug Pros in my garage to control my LED lighting, like so. Welcome everyone to the Derpzilla channel, and for today I will be installing the Govee Smart Plug Pros in my garage to control my LED lights that I have set up in here. I have a previous video actually covering installing of these lights. I'll have the video up here, and initially I used the Link smart plugs that you can see right here, and you know, they works pretty decent. Unfortunately, the stupid app, or whatever, if it's the device or the app is very basic. It's not the greatest, and they come unsynced with my phone regularly. I've actually lost control of, I think, this one, and I could no longer control it with the app. I kept resyncing, then eventually I could no longer resync it. So I'm replacing the links that I already have in here with Govee. I have Govee devices throughout my house. My exterior lighting is Govee. My office lighting is Govee. I have Govee stuff for my TV, for the accent lighting, for actually even have a Govee humidity thermometers and stuff. That's I have one in my 3D printer. I have one in my safe. I have one right here in my garage. So I have a whole Govee, I guess, environment or whatever they call. The entire setup is Govee, so I figured I might as well go with their Smart Plug Pros. They have a non-pro version that looks similar to this. I guess it's a 10 amp. These are 15 amps. So if you have, you know, maybe something that draws a little bit more. I'm going to try running my fan off here. I picked up a 4-pack. I believe it's like $30-ish. You get a 15% off coupon. You get a 2-pack for like 25 or something like that, and you get a single one for about 15. And I believe the non-pros are a little bit cheaper. The links are still available, it looks like, and they run about $20-something for a 4-pack. But like I said, I kept having the syncing issue. I just got tired of messing with it. Eventually I was trying to hit the buttons, and they're hidden behind the shelves, and I don't want to hit the switches because they're way up here, and it just became a total headache. So if you get the 4-pack, which is what I got off of Amazon, I will link in the description for all this. This is what you get. I actually have already taken this one out, installed it over here. That's why that one's on and still controllable via my phone. And you can see I have my office, I have my front lighting, and I have my garage lighting. So of course, you can sync multiple devices, and so it sends a trigger here. You can do voice control, I guess Siri. You can do Alexa. I'm going to try doing it with Bixby, which is the Android, whatever. I'm not big on the voice control stuff, but I'm going to try setting it up so I can walk in my garage and be like, you know, hey, Bixby, turn on my freaking garage lights, and it'll turn on. I haven't done that yet. It's a couple of automation features and stuff like that, but we're just going to do the basics here. And so this is what you get when you install them. Comes with some kind of plastic wrapped around it. I'll remove that. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna install it back here, replacing this annoying link. But if you wanna look for size comparison, it's a little thicker, a little chunkier. It's not quite as wide, and it looks like it protrudes out a tad bit more. But I think these do have more amperage. And another thing I noticed, I'll show you guys real quick, these can actually monitor your energy efficiency. If I can remember where it is in the Govee app. I have tons of stuff set up on my Govee app. Like I said, all my lightings are here, but look, check this out. It shows you real-time power wattage. So my LEDs right here, which is 2 big LED strips that are attached together, pulling me 136 watts, 1.18 amps, barely any amperage, 120 volts, of course. And you can actually see it over, you know, the runtime. You can see energy use metrics, you know, cool stuff. You can actually control it directly. Much quicker if you just control the device, you know, boom, boom. What I was running earlier was actually controlling the, if you want to set up multiple devices, all controlled with a single button press. That's how I have it. I'm going to have all these LEDs, one button press, bam, and then, I don't know, maybe I'll even have the fan in there. Who knows? That's my Viper Turbo fan. I have a review for that up here as well. Awesome fan, wall mounted now. It used to be on a stand. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and we'll get this installed. You need to be 2.4 gigahertz network for Wi-Fi. They don't talk on 5 gigahertz, which I was hoping the pros would do 5, because most of my network in my home is 5 gigahertz. But I do have a 2.4 gigahertz legacy Wi-Fi band for things like this, devices like this, some of my kids' stuff, old phones or whatever, old tablets. So I'll be connecting to my 2.4 gigahertz wireless network we actually pretty much just plug this bad boy in. For the first time, it'll start blinking. You want to open up your app, you just hit add a new device, and then it'll scan nearby devices. Once it'll then detect that this is plugged in, you hit this button once when it's flashing blue, and then it'll add it. And then you'll actually type in your Wi-Fi network info, and it's set up. I mean, it's that freaking simple. We'll go ahead and walk over to the wall, plug her in, show you what we're doing. And for me, syncing this thing up, hooking up to my app, it took 30 seconds. That thing took like 5 minutes, and each time I resync it, it would take forever. Tired of it, getting rid of it, going in the trash, going with the Govee, new hotness. And yeah, let's go ahead and get over there. I'm over at the power outlet, and I'm going to remove this BeIN Link outlet that no longer functions properly. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab my fresh new fancy Govee Smart Plug Pro. We'll go ahead and plug this in, and we should see that it's powered on. It has a little bit of little blue light flickering over there. And we're gonna take our Govee app, and as long as you're on the little main screen, which has a little home icon, you click on that, and then we're going to go to plus button, and that's going to add to the device, and it should automatically detect the device since it is plugged in, so it is have power. And we'll click add. And let's go ahead and add it, and it'll say the device starts flickering with the blue light. Short press the switch button on the device. So the switch button is right here on the side. Click that once, and it should finalize the process. You can name it whatever. I'll just leave it Smart Plug Pro for now. Hit done. It's going to search for Wi-Fi. It has to be a 2.4 gig band, and it should detect what I've already had set up. And click on my 2.4 gig network. Go ahead and set that up. And it has been successfully added. And if we hit the power button, you can see the blue light comes on. Hit the power button again, blue light comes off. Blue light's on means it's powered. Off means it's not powered. So we'll leave it off for now. And I'll go ahead and plug in my LED lights. Now they'll be controlled by the Govee Smart Plug. You can see we have light. All 4 of the Govee Smart Plug Pros are hooked up and synced up with my Govee phone app. As you can see, everything is functional, and really it only took about 5 minutes. I actually spent more time fighting my wife off from jumping in the middle of the video than I actually did setting up the actual smart plugs. Now, the cool thing is you have the Govee app, which I have all of my different Govee devices synced up with. I have the full accent lighting at the front of the house. I got spotlights. I got my office bulb. I got the lantern bulbs. I got the filament thermometer, garage thermometers, tons of cool stuff, all controlled with this one app. One of the reasons I did go back to Govee instead of another set of BeIN links. And really, the ease of syncing everything up and adding it to the app is astronomically easier than what I've experienced with BeIN Link. Now, initially that wasn't super difficult, but it just got worse and worse. Whereas this, as you saw, you plug it in, you hit add device right here, and then you hit the little button, the physical button on there, and it's done. You name it, you add it to your wireless network, put the credentials in, and it's everything's done, handled within 30 seconds. So super cool. And I might do a video later on showing the full automation, you know, with the voice control, Amazon Alexa, the Google Assistant, whatever it's called, all that fun stuff. But for now, I'm keeping it relatively simple, and I just created, you can actually create rooms pretty much, and you can manage. So I have a garage devices, you can have room management. So I have, you know, my front exteriors, my accent lighting and stuff like that, but garage devices. And this is how you can just group stuff up for easy control. And then of course you have your auto run, which is right here. And this is if you want to do timed tasks, like if you wanted the garage lights or whatever you have these smart plugs running, you can actually set up your weekly plan. So for my accent lighting, I have it run every single day. At 01, it turns a light white glow on the house, so it's not looking like a rave party on the outside. At 08, it turns all my accent lighting off. And then at 1900, when it starts getting dark, it turns on my lights. I got a Memorial Day theme going on here, red, white, blue, kind of a, looks like a bomb popsicle or whatever they're called. But for this, I'm not really going to be doing any kind of automation. I don't need my garage lights on at a set schedule. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a shortcut. And that's what we have here. I have a garage lighting shortcut. I have a garage fan shortcut. I didn't group the devices, but you can if you wanted. I just didn't want to turn my fan on and off. Usually I just keep that thing on, and then my lights I might turn on and off depending on what I'm doing or what I need. But as you can see here, my garage lighting, I turn it off, it gets extremely dark. Now my phone screen is pretty much the only light source. Hit the on button and they're all on. Same with the garage fan. Shuts it off and shuts it on. Now the fan is actually speed controlled by a physical rotary knob. So with this, it's being a smart plug, I can't actually control the speeds. I can only control on or off. So I have it about mid speed, so I can still record videos and get some airflow in here, since it is, it's almost 8 p.m. and it's about 86 in here, 55% humidity. So yeah, so I'd like to keep some fan going on here. This one's too loud to actually film with, but this one is nice. Turbo fan, it's a Viper turbo fan actually. I have a review up here in the corner. If you want to check that out, awesome fan. A little bit expensive, but it's an industrial grade fan. So yeah, when I set this up, you can actually just add your devices in here. You manage your devices, and you can pick from what devices you want all controlled within this. You can actually control multiple devices with multiple shortcuts. So if I want to control my accent lighting and my garage lighting, or upstairs, downstairs, whatever, you can add them to your group control panel for your shortcuts. So pretty cool. And as mentioned, the thermometers, I can tell, it says right here, this thermometer is reading, 86. I actually have a garage thermometer, and I get data from the last month. I haven't actually opened this up in a while. See what kind of reading we get. And it says about 85.6, pretty accurate, and 57% humidity, pretty close. And that is that Govee thermometer right there. Super small. I used to have it hanging right here. Probably better spot for it, but seemed like it was. But look at it. It automatically detects when there's new versions. If you want to upgrade, I'm not gonna do that right now. But so Govee handles all the firmware updates for all of your plugs, your smart plugs, your devices, your bulbs even have firmware nowadays. It's crazy, but look at that. Cool little graph showing you trends. You can look at what the relative humidity is. But if we want to look more at the actual smart plugs we just plugged in, the turbo fan, we can see what kind of energy it's using. See, look at that, it even charts that. Surprisingly, my turbo fan is only pulling 27 watts, 0.37 amps, 120 volts. I was shocked. I thought it was going to be more amps than that. But if I look at my right garage lights, which are these over here, these bad boys pull 137 watts, probably because it's two big strips with a ton of lights, 1.2 amps, and it tells you the time frame, all that fun stuff. But now it's 0. So pretty cool. I love the extra data you get. I think that's something that you only get with the Pro. I don't know if the normal smart plug offers that option. Maybe not. I'm not sure. But it is a little cheaper, so I think it's less amps, maybe a little less options. These track everything, monitor if you want to know how much wattage you're using. I mean, it'd be kind of cool. You put this in line with your PC, you can see how much your PC's drawing. Tons of options. You can control pretty much any electrical device that can take it on off. Now, if you have something that you need to turn on, rotate something extra to turn it on or whatever, it's not going to work for that unless you can rotate it and leave it in an on position. So just want to let you guys know that. Huge upgrade over my Link smart plugs. If you guys haven't noticed, I did create a secondary YouTube channel. I have the Derpzilla channel, which is my main channel, automotive, garage mods, some tech stuff that's related to kind of cars and garage and maybe some home stuff. But my new channel is Zillatronics, and I'll have a link in the description for that down here. I'm gonna cover more like gaming, tech stuff that's not garage related, non-automotive stuff, manga, comics, collectibles, stuff like that. I'll keep on that channel so I can stop diffusing this channel with all that extra stuff that a lot of you guys might not be interested in, not care about or whatever. If you're here following me for my ZL1, my Camaro stuff, Mustang content, garage stuff, I felt like I was just posting too much stuff related to that. And so hopefully I'll be posting more videos here on the automotive, garage, technical stuff like that, and get more content coming out. And then the other unrelated stuff will be going to the Zillatronics channel. If you like the shirt, stuff like that, I still have all the merch. I got the hat, the Zilla hat. I got Camaro hats, or ZL1, SS, GT stuff. Tons more shirts. I added a million different new colors for most of my main shirts. It's on my Etsy page, so it's going to be zilla.com.etsy.com. So check that out. The link for that, I'll have links in the description as well. I have discount codes. I believe it's DirtZilla25 for 25% off the Etsy page. I still have Zilla.com, Z1LLA.com from a website that's going to aggregate all my, between both my channels, all my videos to that. But I have not been keeping up on the shop on that page. So Etsy has the latest stuff. Feel free to check that out. Feel free to subscribe to this channel, the other channel if you're interested in the other stuff. Hope to see you guys on the next video. Anyways, have a good one. Peace.